welcome to Fatima's Art Show. Today's episode is a bit of a random episode. I went to the library the other day and I thought to myself, would it be nice to kind of show you the sort of books I pick up when I go to the library. So this is kind of an experimenting episode. Let me know what you think about it. So let's crack on with the first book. I like to have a good read, so I picked up this book, which is called The Religions Book. I've actually picked this book before from the library and I didn't get a chance to read all of it. I kind of browsed through it last time, but this time I thought I'd have a kind of good read through it. It's really good to understand other religions. I really strongly believe that, and it's not good to kind of coop yourself up in a little box and say, this is the only thing I believe, this is what I believe, this is my beliefs, but I'm not going to look at anything else. I'm not going to look at other people. You don't have to convert to anything. There's no harm in understanding and having that knowledge. I have my own beliefs, but I also like to understand other beliefs. And if I had any message to the world, it would be just love each other and respect each other regardless of your religious beliefs. So that would be my message to the world. And if you want to understand religions, this is the perfect book. It kind of goes way back before Christ, which is really interesting. And there might be religions in here that, actually there are religions in here that I've never kind of heard of until I kind of read the book. So so that's what the book is good for. It really makes you have a deeper understanding about what people believe around the world. So that's kind of really amazing. And I actually did religious studies when I was doing my GCSEs, and so I'm kind of interested in that, so it's really interesting. The second book is called, you're probably going to laugh at me, How to Stop Your Kids Watching Too Much TV. Oh no, I mean, a lot of mothers face this. And spending hours on the computer, actually, it says as well. So computer, tablet, etc. This is sort of problems that mothers have to go through these days. You have to kind of drag your kids away from the screen because they're so hooked. And I think I'm always kind of promoting the idea that kids shouldn't be in front of their tablets, in front of the TV all the time. They need to kind of get away from that and do activities, do things, play. And when I saw this book in the library, I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice to read it just to get even more of an insight on the different things you can do to kind of get your kids away from the TV. So having a read through, it kind of goes through different sections of, like, for instance, physical well-being, education, etc. There's so much different sections. I'm not going to go through all of them, but also they go through, they have little sections that says top tips, so top tips. So in this section where it says physical well-being, for instance, it says, it's easy to blame everyone else for the world's obesity epidemic. For instance, the junk food advertisers, the school dinner ladies, but don't forget that your child's lifestyle is in your hands. Yes, it is in your hands. So don't blame everyone else. Your kids watching a lot of TV is in your hands, really. So if you feel it's too much, you can control it. You can stop it. Maybe not completely, but reduce it. I think there's a difference between watching too much TV, and as it says here, are your kids glued to cartoons and soaps? Well, it wouldn't be soaps with my kids, they're only little. But if they're glued, it's a kind of a different thing than just watching every once in a while, if you know what I mean. Okay, so that's that book. Don't you just love that I use my Uno cards as bookmarks? Kind of strange, but yeah. I saw a pack of them the other day and I kind of been using them for my bookmarks. So here, next book that I got from the library, The 7 Secrets of Happiness. Again, it was appealing to me because it kind of like made me think, okay, what makes us happy in this world? What makes us, you know, really happy? And I just thought, 7 Secrets of Happiness, maybe this person has a bit of an insight. He is a lecturer. He lectures in university. about this sort of thing, so he knows a lot about it. He's met a lot of people, so it kind of talks about his experiences of meeting lots of people, different things that they've told him that has made them happy. I've kind of read half of this book, so this is not actually where I'm at. My kids kind of took this out and put it back, but so it kind of talks about different things, such as the first one it talks about is laughter, how laughter can make you happy. It's just smiling sometimes makes you happy. So yeah, so what is happiness, who gets to be happy, and how? Really interesting book. I would advise you to read it actually. I found it quite interesting. I would prefer if he didn't talk too much about his experiences. Sometimes it's good when he talks about his experiences and he talks about you know, different experiences that he's had with different people, and he kind of links into the story and gets his story out there and his kind of information out there. But sometimes it kind of goes on to talk a bit more about people's experiences, I felt at times. So that's the only negative I would say about this book, but it is a really good read. So yeah, 7 Secrets to Happiness. The second book, well actually this is the last adult book that I want to show you, because I want to show you a few kiddie books that my kids have picked up, because of course I go to the library with them. This one is called Mindfulness for Dummies. So this is the last adult book I am going to show you, and it's kind of nice. I like it. I'll be honest with you, I haven't read the whole book. I've kind of read sections of it, maybe because I'm reading so much books at a time, you know, but the one that I've kind of read a lot of is this one. The 7 Secrets of Happiness I've read a lot of so far. The religions book I've kind of just browsed through it again, but I need to kind of read it properly. This one I've kind of just read parts of it as well. I had never heard of mindfulness before. Someone recently told me and I was like, mindfulness? Mindfulness? What's mindfulness? So I kind of liked it when I found this book in the library, and it's mindfulness for dummies because clearly I don't know nothing about mindfulness, so I thought I'll get it. So you will learn, here it says from the front, it says, you will learn to develop constructive attitudes and become happier and healthier. I think it's really nice to kind of understand how to become happier and healthier. I love self-help books. I don't know why, I just do. Incorporate mindfulness meditations into your daily routine. So different meditations, different things that you could do, mindfulness things that you could do during the day. This is the CD that it has at the back. You can see this is a CD, Mindfulness for Dummies, and it's a meditation CD. If you want to listen to it, it's perfect. It says here you will achieve calm and well-being from the CD. Once I have a better read of these books, because obviously I didn't get a chance to read all of them, I will write down in the comment section my thoughts about the books and how I feel about books even more, so you guys can know about that. So this is the last adult book, and now moving on to the kiddies books. So my kids love the library, and every time I tell them we're going to the library, they're like, yay, they're so excited, and I love taking them to the library. So let's go through the kiddies books. So the first kiddie book is this one. Isn't that cute? Oh my god, that's so adorable. My kids love these sort of puppet books. They're so cute. And this one is Baba Black Sheep. My son loves Black Sheep. So it's basically the nursery rhyme, but it goes through kind of different scenery, and there's a little sheep that your child can move or you can move. So I think they're really lovely. I love books that add these little features, like when you get books that you can get the child to feel the book, to kind of get their sense of touch going, you know. So I like these sort of books. They're so cutie, nice. Okay, so the second children's book is this one. Very first book of Things to Spot. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys remember or know about this. There were a selection of books called Where's Wally? I think there was even a cartoon and stuff when I was little, where you had to spot things. it was kind of advanced. This is kind of like a kiddie version of it. It's kind of cool. So yeah, so very first book of things to spot. So you go through different bits, and the kids, different pages. You go through different pages, and each page has a different images of like animals and houses and clouds and planes and you know, going into the water. And what you do is you show your child the page and you say, spot the fish with spots. So the child has to find the fish with spots. Oh, where's the fish with spots? Where's the whale? Oh, you have to find the whale, you know. And my kids absolutely love this book. They love spotting all the different things on the pages. I think it's really great. Sometimes with these books, and even other books, I kind of like to mix a bit of Arabic and English. So when I say to them, when is Siyara al-Hamra? So where is the red car? And they'll find the red car. Oh, this is the red car. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. So they'll kind of get their language going and understanding of your other language. So if you have another language that you practice at home, or you're trying to get your child, you encourage your child to know, it's always good to mix two. So you can read the book first in English and then in Arabic, and that's what I love to do. I love reading the books in both languages. So like say, start first with English and then do an Arabic version. Okay, so the last books is Peppa Pig. What else could it be? So yes, we've got two Peppa Pig books that we picked up. One is Peppa Pig Goes to the Library, and the other one is Let's Go Shopping with Peppa. And the thing I like about Peppa Pig books is it talks about everyday, daily things. So for instance, like going to the library. I take my kids to the library, so they like to read about that. And Let's Go Shopping with Peppa, I love this book. I think I read this book a million zillion times. Well, I know I've read it so many times I can't count, and I can tell you the story 100 times over. So yeah, it's basically they go shopping. I'll spoil it for you. I'll spoil it for you. They go shopping, and then Daddy Pig puts a chocolate cake in the trolley. And nobody knows. And then when Mum goes to the checkout, she goes, beep, tomatoes, beep, beep. And then afterwards, they realise there's a chocolate cake, and she asks George and Peppa, who put the chocolate cake into the, and they all say they didn't do it, into the trolley, and they all say they didn't do it. And then they realise that Daddy Pig put it, naughty Daddy. And then Mummy says it's okay, she allows it at the end, so that's good. And they end up with eating a chocolate cake. But yeah, it's fun, and my kids love it. And I think it's really nice to kind of, if you want to get your kids into books, or if you want to get into books yourself, think about things that you've watched, or like a show that your kids have watched, you know. So like they will recognize it instantly, and they'll want to read. They'll want to read because they're so used to, you know, seeing it, and then it'll kind of encourage them to read. So it's a good reading encouragement, I think. Okay, so that's all of the books, I think. Yeah, it is all of the books. Yeah, so as you can see, we just got a collection of different books, and we do this. I can't even talk today. We do this on a regular basis. So if you guys want to see more of me going to the library, not me going to the library, me kind of doing this, kind of like showing you different books and talking about the sort of books I've picked up from the library. If you want to see more of that, please let me know. Click the like button and comment in the comment section. So if you have any thoughts about that, please let me know. Your feedback really does matter, and I really get excited when I see some comments, and I'm always reading through comments. So don't think I don't see your comments. I always see your comments. So yeah. Okay, so if you want to see more of these videos or any videos, please click the subscribe button and share my videos to friends and family. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.